To begin with, let me introduce myself. I am Poonam Yarlagada, and I am the founder director for SN Consulting, Abroad Studies LLP. And I thank HDFC Credila for collaborating with us to give proper and clear information to all the students present here about the opportunities and the international education right now in this pandemic. COVID-19 has actually continued to affect the world throughout, and the students have begun to re-evaluate their choices and turning their attention to countries such as UK, Canada. They are more COVID ready, where they are giving the benefits to the international students. The last time that we had a session with HDFC Credila, we had discussed in detail about the opportunities that students are going to find in various countries. That was about 6 months back. Unfortunately, nothing much has changed even after 6 months because of the pandemic and the ongoing effects. And it's coming back and having some more impact across Europe and UK. So there has been a lot of apprehensions, a lot of queries in students. Nevertheless, let me give a good news to you all that according to a recent survey, despite COVID-19 challenges, we happen to hear that 91% of the students are actually interested to go overseas for their future opportunities and higher education. So that's actually pretty good news for us, and also a ray of light to a lot of international aspiring students who really want to make their higher education and career across the globe. Today we are not going to go much deeper into the briefs of how this is going to be in terms of which country is giving what, because I think we have already discussed enough on that parameters. But what we are going to discuss today is which country is actually opening at this point of time, what are the pandemic effects that has happened, and how they are actually giving the confidence to the students to revive and to give them a better future. What are the kind of steps that they are taking? We get a lot of students coming here, and they're having a lot of apprehensions in the fact that a lot of people think of going to certain country just thinking of how this probably the pandemic is going to come to an end if certain countries open. But also we have to realize that this is the time for you to reevaluate your choices as well. So there's no point going to any country if that country is not going to benefit you at a later time. So you have to choose your career, your choices of higher education in a particular stream, depending upon the post-study rights that you might get later on, the kind of opportunities that the program has there. So it should always be a program-centric approach that a student has to take. So I welcome you all for this webinar, and if you have any queries as we go along the seminar, please make sure that you post some queries. We have a live chat going on here, and I try my best that I'll get back to you with most of the answer that I can. So let's begin. Let's begin with some of the things that I wanted to discuss today. Was like how global education has been impacted in this pandemic. What are the countries which are open, and what are the countries which are not open, and how you can take your decisions forward. So as I go along chatting with you all, I will also run the slides. Please have a look at it to know more about our corporation, our collaboration with HDFC, and what kind of work that we do along. So let's begin with UK, because UK is predominantly, absolutely in interest with the students. They're giving a lot of benefits to the students. So UK has picked up tremendously lately. So currently what is happening at UK borders is right now it is closed. Okay, but having said that, it's only till February 15th. So February 15th onwards, it's going to be open, and you can as well go ahead. And I see that we have collaborated with a particular engineering college, Nallamala College, and all of you are going to be passing out only sometime in May, June. So this is actually a good thing for us. So we don't have to worry with current situation at the immediate stand on the borders opening, because this is an issue which probably will not affect most of the final year students at this point of time. So the borders are anyways currently closed for UK at this point of time. February 15th, which is going to be open, and it requires about quarantine time of 10 days. Maybe you can inform your seniors, your friends, your family members, your cousins, whoever are there. Maybe you will be having more idea to inform them this way. So please note this point, that the quarantine time is only for 10 days, and you can actually start your blended program. The UK universities have been kind enough, and they have come forward to support the students, and they have informed that all the students who will receive the visa, they can actually start their online program here, online studies for first one semester. So one semester you can just sit back at home, your respective comfort zones and safe zones. You can continue to do your studies with your assignments, with your faculty queries in place, and all of them are going to come forward to support you in that. And once that is over, and once everything comes down and the vaccination has begun all over the world, so maybe you will have a better opportunity and better timing at that point of to leave. Now, for final year students who are watching this thing, yes, you will be finishing sometime in May, June, and by the time you will be ready to move, it is September. So by September 2021, we are expecting a lot of things to come in control. There is going to be good factors wherein you can actually take a call if you are interested to go to UK. Now, after the Brexit, which is going to take its shape, there is going to be a lot of opportunities for students studying in UK, especially the engineering students coming from IT, mechanical. As it is, they are extremely popular out there. And the students who study in UK, they usually have 20 hours of part-time job. So you don't have to worry about, fending for yourself. You have to just arrange your fee factors, and once that is in place, and with of course the support of HDFC Credila, and once your loan, education loan, everything is in place, you can think about living to UK in September 2021, and you go ahead, you do that, you start off your classes, and while studying there, you can actually take up 20 hours of part-time job also, which is legal, and you can go ahead and study. And I'm just putting on to the UK slide here. UK slide here. So please go through the UK slide. So UK is pretty popular in terms of management studies and engineering studies, and it is pretty, affordability rate is pretty high out there in terms of your program. There is a 1-year master's program as well, and there is also a 2 years master's program. Now, UK also, while you finish your program, masters in UK, you actually will get 2 years of post-study work, right, where you can live in the country, explore the opportunities, put the use put the skills to the use of whatever that you have studied, be it in management side or engineering side. You put that thing into place, was work for 1 year, check your prospects, and then probably if you get a permanent job, you can always apply for PR. So that is the strategy a student takes up when they plan to go for higher education to UK. So at this pandemic time also, UK government has assured that students who will take up 1 semester online program, even here, even if you're not interested to go to UK in September 2021 and want to see how things shape during this pandemic, you can still continue to take up online program. You can continue to study your masters here. Once you get your visa, then you can actually go and join your college sometime after first semester. Even after doing this, your post-study work right of 2 years will not be affected. Now, that is something a student really looks forward to. The highlight of studying in UK is low tuition fee. good working options, especially for computer students and management studies. As I already told you, you don't have to prepare for the GRE. IELTS is waived off for maximum universities if your English language marks in your 12th and 10th is about 85% and above most times. So that is also one beneficial factor for you guys. But rules keep changing. We don't know how it's going to take shape. Even if you are even if there is an opportunity, or even if there is no IELTS waive off, you can still continue to write only IELTS examination as a prerequisite for your master's program, and you can go ahead and complete your process application. So we guide you in terms of countries, in selection of the program, in selection of the right programming with internship or post-study, internship or assistantship, and then scholarship comes into role. So there are a lot of various factors one has to consider while studying a country for higher education. So the intakes which happens usually in UK is May and September. You all will qualify sometime for September 2021 intake and thereafter. Now, the second country a lot of engineering students actually wants to look forward to is USA. And right now, USA has picked up tremendously again after Joe Biden has come in, become president, and there's a lot of excitement in student community in terms of their immigration policies, in terms of their opportunities in USA. I think it's not a bad idea at all if you really want to look USA as your destination for higher education. But as we are all aware, USA is the technical leader of the world, no doubt about it. So anything to do with computer programs, IT programs, that is a place to be if you want to make your future. So again, in this pandemic times, USA is actually for international students. They have been pretty lenient. The borders are not closed. The borders are still open, though they're not flying enough. The transit is less comparatively, but the borders are open. You have to book your slots much in advance, but nevertheless, if you are really keen, you can do that. And borders are open, and no quarantine is there. You don't have to worry about the quarantine time. You just have to go to whatever location that you're going. You have to go and quarantine yourself in your respective rooms, homes, hostel accommodations, wherever that you are taking your accommodations. So there's no particular rule that you will be taken to quarantine center or anything. You can just quarantine yourself. You have to get your COVID test done before you leave, and that has to be negative. And once you reach, sometimes you'll have to probably retake the COVID test, and sometimes you will be left off as well. So there are various kinds of reports which are coming up. So all of this is a possibility that that you might have to be ready as an international flyer to face. But having said that, there is no particular, rule as such which has come up in US that you have to quarantine. You don't need to do that. And yes, even here you have an opportunity to study online. You can start your program for August September intake, that is fall intake. All you engineering students will qualify for fall intake, and the process has to begin now because it takes time for the application process. And you all can choose your locations, your universities, select your universities, start doing your application right away. There is a requirement, as you see on the slide, that there is a requirement for IELTS or TOEFL. Both are English language tests. Both any of it that you can take. The choice is yours. And there is GRE and GMAT. That's a subject-based test for engineers and management students. And main intake is fall intake. and we have already started doing the applications much in advance. Probably like most of the Ivy League, are closing in Jan, Feb, March, more or less. So most of the good universities will start closing in soon. So this is the right time for you to start looking into this aspect. If you're one of those students who are actually keen to go to USA for your higher education, now is the time for you to start doing your application. SN Consulting, gives the services in terms of online IELTS coaching, GRE, SAT, SAT, TOEFL, PT, all these coachings we have set in this pandemic. We have also revived, we have also upped the ante for ourselves, and we have come up with the portals wherein we are facilitating the students. We are making sure that no student education is affected because of COVID, and we are trying very hard. We're trying very best to give a lot of online sessions, online prerequisite programs, like all of this. So all of you can register with us, and you can avail all of this online portal courses with us, so that you're prepared and you start doing your process much in time. And once everything falls in place by fall intake, you can go ahead and pursue your dreams. So this is USA so far, and let's talk to another very, very popular destination for our students, which is Canada. And let me tell you, Canada has been commendable in terms of student support in pandemic. Our students who have already gone last, 2, 3, 4 years back, and who are pursuing, some are studying, some are already into their post-study, some are already have got the PR. They've been extremely happy about their decisions to study in Canada, because Canada is one of the most immigration benefiting country, probably. They have come up with various schemes for the international students, international community. They have supported a lot of students in this pandemic times, when there was no part-time option, when the whole country was gone in lockdown. Still, they made sure the student gets minimum living expenses in place. Their day-to-day activities is not affected in terms of their living expenses is not affected. So that way Canada has become more popular, because the assurity time and again that they have given, they have made sure that they implement it, and they have kept their promise. So looking at all these various factors, Canada is one of the go-to destinations right now for student fraternity. And I'm happy to tell you that borders are open. Yes, the borders have not been closed. Borders are open, and there is no quarantine immediately till some time. But from now on, they are requiring 14 days quarantine time, where you will be tested and looked after, and you'll be made. They'll make sure that that you're not carrying any virus along. So 14 days of quarantine is there for Canada. And another good factor is actually you can start your online program here in India till you get your visa. So even if you get visa in principle, you can start your program, you can take up a couple of subjects, you can continue to do your higher education, and once that is done, you can actually fly as and when you're ready. The Canadian government has been extremely supportive, and they have come forth and forward, and they have categorically mentioned that any student who has got Canadian visa and who has started online program, there is absolutely ample opportunities for them. There is a lot of benefits in terms of post-study that is not going to be affected, and they can still continue to study in Canada, and not have their post-study work right affected. So once you finish your study level, whether it's a PG diploma program or a master's program, you still continue to have your 3 years of post-study work right, which is what is very, very attractive factor for Canada. And you also have your 20 hours of part-time job. You can continue to do your part-time job in Canada while you're pursuing your studies. And I hope all of this comes to normalcy once you go in September intake. So all your final year students, you actually qualify to go for September 2021 intake, but Canada takes time for processing. So you need minimum 6 months of time for your process. So make sure if you're one of those students who are actually interested to go to Canada to pursue your higher education, make sure that you start your process right away with us. We help you in selecting the courses, selecting the destination out there, selecting the university and the colleges. And if you're one of those students who are aiming to actually go to the top universities but do not have the required academic percentage, then make sure that we try and guide you, and we tell you exactly what are the pathways that you need to take to reach your dream, to pursue your program in your favorite university, perhaps, so never say never. Never think that you cannot go to certain university or do certain course because of your maybe shortcoming in your academics. And there are various factors today that academics are affected. COVID has been extremely tough on a lot of us. So let's be more kinder to ourselves, and we'll show you the way exactly how to do that. You can approach us, you can reach us out, and we'll tell you how a student can start off with some program and try and reach out to another program in bigger level universities. So do get in touch with us on those factors. We will be happy to help on that. So the intake wise, Canada, we have September 2021 coming up, and then we have a Jan intake as well, and also May intake. So all of you who want to start off in 2021, you can go ahead and begin your process. If you want to take time and try for Jan intake, you still have option to go ahead and do that as well. The advantages of studying in Canada is definitely the good opportunities. And Canada has always been known for life sciences programs, biomedical sciences programs, management programs, and recently in last half a decade or so, Canada has tremendously picked up for computer science and IT programs as well. Ever since that we had shown a little dip in US some time back, about 3-4 years back, that is the time Canada actually picked up for IT and computer science programs as well. So we see a lot of influx of students interested for going to Canada to pursue their dreams for settlement options because of the immigration friendly rules out there. They've been very, very kind to international students as well. So that is the reason why a lot of people, choose to study in Canada as well. Now we'll come to Australia, another popular destination with a lot of students of ours. I think I'm running the slides for you to have a look. UK, we are already done. Ireland will definitely come back to Ireland. Europe also will come back. Australia. Now, Australia is one of the countries which is very, very popular again with our students. But unfortunately, the borders are closed at this point of time. But that is nothing much to be worried. If you're one of those students who are extremely keen to go to Australia, nothing should mar your interest, because Australia in terms of living is one of the best countries to live in, and they have got ample opportunities for some of the best courses they have. Out of just about 37, 38 universities, they have, some of the best world ranked universities in Australia. And compared to other countries, bigger countries like US, UK and other countries, getting into these bigger universities is relatively easier than those countries. Like how Ivy League is there in US, like that, Australia boasts of having G8 countries, that is greater 8 universities. And those universities in terms of infrastructure, faculty, and deliverance of the programs, nothing to beat those universities. It's some of the renowned world ranking universities that you can have an opportunity to be a part of. And it's not very tough to get into those university. Only thing is the timing. You need to do the timely application. You need to be honest with your applications. You have to show your intent of studying in Australia, for proper intent to study in Australia. And that's about it. We are, for the rest of the things, SN Consulting is there to help you with. So Australia, yes, currently the borders are not open, but again, lucky you guys, you're still in final year, still pursuing. So border opening or not opening is not going to matter much at this point of time. And Australia has assured that it's going to be closed till probably late 2021 as well. But they have also assured that, irrespective of the borders closing, the students who are interested to go for Australia, who are receiving their visas, they can continue to study their program online. And once the borders open, they can actually go ahead and join on campus in Australia. So that assurity is good enough, because that also says that your post-study work right of 2 years or 3 years studying in Australia is not going to be affected. You can still confidently continue to study your program here online. And then once things are in better shape, things are in in control, when they open the borders, you can absolutely go flying and you can join your campus there. So the quarantine period, of course, as I said, because the borders are not open, you cannot fly. Currently, whoever are studying, they're all studying online only, and unfortunately, they will have to be patient enough to study some more time online. But you final year students need not worry about that. You can continue to pursue. You can go ahead and start your processing with us, and we'll take you and guide you how exactly and what best we can do for you. So that is another country that we were talking about. And of course, in Australia, it is again, there is no GRE is required. IELTS is about 6.5 for master student, and PT is 58 and above. Intake is February, July, November. All of you qualify for July intake. If you have any apprehensions in terms of borders or closing or so, you can proceed to begin your intake in February 2022. Or there are some of the universities which are also open in November. That's a smaller intake, but November 2021 intake as well. And let me tell you, a lot of students who are actually happy to go to November 2021 are actually have time on hand to settle down faster, because for them November, December is summertime. Relatively for us to settle down into that, to acclimatize with their weather is relatively easier. So settling down is so much more easier that way. So a lot of students of whose universities are open in November, they settle down. They try and go in November and continue to enjoy their Christmas and New Year's in summers, and then start off their program again in February. So if you have any doubt, any apprehension, feel free to reach us out, and we will guide and we will help you with exactly how to go about it. But irrespective, all said and done, Australia is one of the best countries to live in, no doubt about it. And also, you require IELTS 6.5 for your master program. So start preparing now, because there is no ways that, if you get lesser IELTS, your visa success rate will be there. So try and make as much as possible. We are providing all online coaching for IELTS and PT. Take advantage of it. Sit back at your place, comfortable zone, safe zone. Start preparing. We have live sessions going on online. You can avail all those things, and you can continue to prepare for your IELTS. Once IELTS is set and ready, then you can take a decision as to which country that you want to further pursue and go for your higher studies. So this is another reason. I'm already showing you on the slides. And let's get back to Europe. Europe has picked up lately pretty much. And let me also show you why. These are the reasons why you really need to look for Europe as well. Now, Europe again, in this pandemic, the best part about Europe is the borders are open. You can actually go study on campus. There are a lot of students who are actually going for that. And the best part about some of the programs that European universities offer is your Erasmus Mundus and Bologna process, wherein you actually have a choice of studying one semester or a one unit or a one semester in another country. All the European universities will have some partner universities across the globe, and sometimes that goes in hundreds of numbers. So you're one of those students who qualify for these kind of programs. You can actually avail those opportunities. You can go from that country to another country, and you can start learning the best of and gaining the best of education into that particular area. So Europe is always known about the high quality academics, and in this pandemic again, you require 14 days of quarantine time that you need to be having, that you need to undertake while you go to Europe. And you can definitely, even for Europe, they are giving an option. The universities, though on campus programs are going on, and the borders are open, airlines are open, they're scanty, but nevertheless it is open. But they have come up with also this solution wherein they're giving a choice to a student where you can start your program online, and you can see if you really want to go for your second semester to Europe and do your on campus. Otherwise, if you wish to continue on campus program while you take a part of it here in India, while sitting back in India, you can still do it. So there are a lot of flexible options which has come from European countries. The popular destinations for study in Europe again is Germany and France, Spain. There are some of the best management schools that they boast about. Germany talks about, has a lot of free education. Again, for free education, you need to make sure that you have German language in place. So you need to start looking into that factor. If you want to start process, you need to have your German language in place only after A1. And now some of the universities are also asking for A2 level. Only after that, probably you will have an option to go and join free education out there. But that doesn't say that you do not have an opportunity to go to Germany if you do not have language program. No, we have some of the top private institutions associated with us in Germany, wherein they are providing the best of management courses in project management, in media spaces, in sports management. So you are one of those students who is looking for change in stream, or who want to just get on with management side also, all along having your engineering technical knowledge also intact. Then you should be one of the students who should choose programs like engineering management, industrial management. So choose those kind of programs where you also have technical bent of mind, but you also pursuing your management dreams. So always look for programs which is having a combined part to it, and which is also giving you a benefit wherein in terms of joining the industry at a later time. So this is very, very important when you take a decision for your career as to what is the right thing that you need to do and what is the right course that you need to do. So we are here, we are happy, and we are, frankly, we are one of the known people, known consultancies who are actually giving the right guidance in terms of career. So career counseling is big time here, and we take up each student uh, as to shape up their careers and with their own choices. We are one of those consultancies where we do not pressurize, we do not force, we do not incline the students towards our interests, but we make sure that it is a student-centric organization and it is a career-centric organization. And being at the helm of the affairs, I myself take a lot of career counseling. Every day, at least there are a few things that we look into career counseling aspects. There are so many online sessions going on. All offices are open, all the 4 branches are open. We are all ready, we are all working, we are all there for you. So you can come, you can get your parents along, you can get your faculty along, and we can sit, discuss, and we can choose your career according to the best interests and opportunities in that particular country. So this was Germany that we were discussing, and New Zealand. Who, why, and where. So New Zealand is another country which has been extremely commendable in terms of COVID readiness. And the borders are right now closed, but they are opening very soon in February. February 15, the borders are opening for New Zealand. So it's actually a good time for them to open, so that you all can have a choice, and you have time to pursue your higher education programs in July intake. And New Zealand has a lot of rolling intakes. It is one of those countries which is having a lot of rolling intakes, and every alternate month they have diploma, PG diploma programs going on. So you can actually choose some of them in IT, management, and other mechanical streams. But make sure that your IELTS is in place, and you also have to block your living expenses of 1 year for New Zealand. So all the procedural details we will try and help you with. We will try and make sure that you have things in place. So reach out to us, and we'll be happy to help. So this is one of the countries that we were keen to discuss. I think we have covered most of the countries. Now, one of the very interesting countries that I would like to cover, and pretty doing very well at this point of time, is again Ireland. Right now, again Ireland as UK, it's gone back in lockdown, and probably it's going to continue to be in lockdown for until March. And again, you final year students don't have to worry about this lockdown period, borders closing period, because you have to start your process now to qualify for Ireland for September intake. September intake 2021 is what Ireland is going to be open. It's going to take time. It's about 4 to 6 months of processing time. You have to make sure that your IELTS is in place. And the best part about studying in Ireland is most of the universities and colleges in Ireland is giving 1 year of master's program. And the best part about this 1 year is you actually have 20 hours of part-time job and 2 years of post-study work visa. So there is a lot of as you can see on the screen, it's ranked second software in the world. If you are talking about say about 5,000 IT companies in USA, then 4,500 IT companies alone is there in Ireland. Ireland is known as the data center of the world. So that's precisely why Ireland has been very popular in terms of in terms of opportunities, and it's also ranked as second for the pharma hub. It's like a pharma hub. So there are people with a lot of pharmaceutical solutions, business solutions. These are the people who actually choose Ireland. And anybody with the business analytics, anything to do with data analytics, if that is a program that you want to take, perhaps Ireland is one of the best destinations that you can look for. Ireland also boasts of being the highest part-time job pay in complete Europe. These are some of the reasons and the strengths of why you have to choose Ireland as your study destination. Again, GRE is not required. It's not mandatory for go pursuing your studies to Ireland, and IELTS is 6.5 or 6. Tuition fee is just about 12 to 15 lakhs. If it's a 1 year master program, you have 20 hours of part-time job, and intakes again September 2021 is there. And it's a good pay, easy PR settlement. So if you're one of the students who want a great life, want to be part of one of the best countries, then this is perhaps one of the places to be. Lowest crime rate as well. So that was Ireland for you. Now we'll come to our very own vicinity, Singapore. Singapore, again, it's one of the hubs of Asia, the business hub of Asia. It's also IT hub in terms of investment and finances. And a lot of students these days are showing interest in Singapore. Singapore works more like a spring country across the globe. There are a lot of universities across the globe who come to Singapore, set up their campuses out here. And if you're one of the students who are interested in suppose cyber security, analytics, ethical hacking, these are the programs which will actually stand you out in Singapore. There is actual government, lot of hand in glove work which goes on between university, colleges and government for these kind of programs. There is some of the programs in business and masters in analytics where it's one of the renowned universities from New Zealand which has come up and set up in Singapore, and they are giving this analytics program where they are promising one interview as well completely. Singapore does not have a post-study work right, because they simply believe that if you're skilled, then you'll be able to get a job. They only want skilled people around, and I don't think there is anything wrong with that as well. So if one of those students who are really keen to make your career mark in cybersecurity, ethical hacking, and analytics, then you can actually look at this place as well. Reach us out to know more details about it, and to find out how exactly you have to move and what kind of things is required. You do not require IELTS to go to Singapore. You just require good academics, and you have to pass through your interview. Once that is in place, I don't think so anybody will stop you from going to Singapore. So very, very easy to get the visa as well. And finances wise also, it's pretty easy to be part of that. You don't need to show a lot of funds from a lot of months to be there in the bank. You just need to have about 1 month old funds. You need to show your living expenses and your fee, and that's about it. You're good to go to Singapore. And with this, I think I have more or less covered everything, and I have also covered which country is working how in this pandemic, and what are the benefits of choosing those countries, and how you want to go ahead and do your processes. So thank you for your attention, and you can actually chat with me. You can post some questions here. I'm going to be available for some more time.